All right, fellas, before we get into obviously talking about the game, of course, best wishes to Jason Tatum. Looked like an awful injury. Of course, hope it's not as bad as it looked. But that performance he had last night, I was quaking in my boots, all right? I'm just straight up. That was one of the best performances you'll ever see. That level of shot creation, shot making, just everything was going in. And so, of course, hope he, isn't as injured seriously as it appears. Now, with the serious, sad stuff out of the way, of course, the Knicks were able to win last night, 113-121. They are one game from the NBA Finals and lead the Boston Celtics 3-1. And I am just so happy right now, okay? Last night, I was so locked in, I couldn't even, take notes on anything, okay? And so I understand I usually kind of just riff, but I usually have, a set of bullet points I want to get to. This time is just straight off the cuff. So let's just get going, okay? First quarter, Knicks lose it 39-28. They kept it close for the most part, but then once again, Jason Tatum, what a performance. He went on a self 9-0 run, I think, and Peyton Pritchard put in another one to make it 12. Just incredible shot making by the Celtics in that first quarter. Derek White was killing us, but credit to Tibbs, credit to Cat too. They could have saw that, hey man, this switching, this isn't working. We got to get to something else, but no. They stayed with it. They stayed true. They kept at it, okay? So thanks for that. Second quarter, switches get better. Tatum needs a little bit of a rest. Brunson needs a little bit of a rest, and we're able to keep it, okay? Second quarter, 23-23 both ways. So Knicks go in a half, down 11. Then the third quarter, I don't know what they do in the locker room these days. Maybe they're doing, I don't even want to say, I don't know. Maybe they're getting some jolt of energy. Okay, let's leave it at that. But they come out of the third quarter just absolutely hooping. Okay, left to right, center, straight buckets. Does not matter where. Jalen Brunson is having a legacy game. And at the end of the third quarter, the Knicks are up. So all the Knicks need to do in the fourth quarter is just hold the lead, and we're going to go up 3-1. And guess what? One of the most incredible performances you will ever see by not just a New York Knick, by a basketball player. Jalen Brunson got whatever he wanted. It did not matter who the Celtics put on him. Straight buckets. Left, right, center, up, down, north, south. It doesn't matter. Buckets. On top of that, combine the fact that Mikal Bridges becomes Kevin Durant in the fourth quarter, and his mid-range shots do not even graze the rim. Straight net. And the New York Knicks took it home. The New York Knicks are one game away from the conference finals. I really can't believe it. Obviously, I mentioned Jalen Brunson, who was just a masterpiece last night. His magnum opus as a New York Knick, considering the stakes, the opponent. Just, I can't say enough about this guy. Mikal Bridges, once again, another masterful fourth quarter. He's just risen to the level that we need of him when it has mattered most, time after time after time again. And for a guy that was critiqued so heavily during the season, it's just, obviously I'm happy that the Knicks are winning and he's playing well, but I'm happy for the person, because he sees it. He sees everyone being like, oh, 5 first-round picks. He didn't ask to get traded for all that, okay? So the fact that he was able to stay strong and keep at his work, and now this is how it's paying off, is just, it's incredible to see. Karl Anthony Towns, his defense was, I don't want to say awful. It was passable, okay? It wasn't good, but it also wasn't awful, okay? He was good on switches. However, at a certain point, it's just he's just not that level of defender, okay? Jason Tatum was able to get to work on him, let's put it that way. But Cat kept us in it. Okay, super, super efficient game out of him. 11 for 15, 0 for 3 from 3, so really would like to get that going moving forward. But, I mean, you're not going to catch me complaining about 11 for 12 from inside the arc. Another double-double for him. Really just, I really hope we can get that 3-point going, okay? And on switches, he's keeping up about as well as I could expect any center to keep up, okay? OG finally got it going on offense again. 20 points, hit a massive 3 in the fourth quarter. Much appreciated. It seemed like his hammy was bugging him a little bit. So hopefully that's nothing. Hopefully, it's just, heat of the moment kind of game, because his level of defense, his size, strength, it's crucial to any type of deep run the Knicks want to make. Josh Hart, it's been a rough couple of days for Josh Hart, but I was happy that he was able to get 9 rebounds. Let's leave it at that. Mitchell Robinson, I was giving him a standing ovation in the living room, man. What a performance from Mitchell Robinson. This guy is just so incredible. He's one of the 2, 3, maybe even the best offensive rebounder in basketball. And he locks down the paint come playoff time. Just an incredible playoff riser. Today, they didn't actually try and run hack-a-shack on him, which, I don't know, that was a little interesting, but I'm not going to complain about that. Salute to Mitch. Deuce made 2 3-pointers. Appreciate that. Campaign and Precious Achiuwa also played. The less said about that, the better. Now, in terms of the Celtics, of course, it all starts with Jason Tatum, who had a masterful performance before leaving with injury. Once again, I hope he is okay. But 42 points, 8 rebounds. He was hitting so many pull-up threes, deep threes. Just an incredible shot-making performance by him. And once again, I cannot say it enough. I hope he is good, because that looked bad. Derek White was killing us in the first quarter, and then in the second half, Brunson and McHale were absolutely frying him on defense. Okay, just buckets every single time down. Just a masterful performance by them once again. Derek White is a fantastic defender, but he was getting his skull kicked in. It just happens sometimes, and last night was one of those times. Al Horford, I think he might be washed. I really think he might be. It might be time. It might be time for him. Jaylen Brown, the Knicks did a great job on him all series, kind of just, making him uncomfortable. And I think they did a great job of it again last night. 7 for 16 from the field. Going forward in this series, it's looking like, of course, Jason Tatum's not going to be able to play. So Jaylen Brown's probably going to be the number 1 option. And again, just keep making him uncomfortable. Keep forcing him to try and attack mismatches, because that's what's been working all series. Porzingis, just look up what Celtics fans are saying about him on Twitter to get the whole grasp on what Porzingis did last night. Jrue Holiday, 4 points. He's not really there to score. I didn't really notice him too much on defense. He hounded Brunson a couple times, but just like with Horford, it might be time for him, although he does have a big contract. So salute to him, salute to his agent. Great career, great defender, but just last night really didn't spark anything for him. Peyton Pritchard, unfortunately, keeps sparking the Celtics, though. I really don't like this guy. I really do not. I try to be impartial here, but I can't with this guy. I really don't like him. 12 points on 2 threes. Hopefully we beat the Celtics just so I can rub it in Peyton Pritchard's face, okay? Everyone else on the Celtics, except for Porzingis, great guys, nothing against them. Good runs, respect. But this guy, just absolutely not. Anyways, Knicks play again on Wednesday. Chance to clinch this second round series and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in many, many years. Let's just leave it at that. Let's just take it home, all right? This is a team that has made it difficult at every step of the way. And last night we finally got, a reasonably comfortable win. Let's do that again. All right. Let's get this. Let's be happy, all right? Let's put ourselves in a position to play for the NBA Finals.